In 2021, I switched to the carnivore diet. My body was literally asking for red meat. I'm craving it oddly, like very oddly. I felt extremely primal about it, so I dug in. At that time, prior to that, I had various types of diets, but prior to that, I was basically a vegan pescatarian. So I would eat anything that comes from the sea and vegan products. So that would include like all vegetables, and then I wouldn't have byproducts and I'm just breaking this down for some people get confused about vegan and vegetarian, but the vegan part is vegetarian, except you don't eat the byproducts of animals such as milk or eggs, for example, or like butter, because that would be a byproduct of milk from a cow. So that was my diet, and I feel like it did pretty good for me up until that point. I did have a paleo diet prior to that, but I always had like stomach issues or some kind of like bloating, especially when I'd get stressed or whatever, but not everything was perfect. Anyhow, 2021, I changed my diet to completely carnivore, and so I was eating a lot of steak, eggs, chicken, crab, shrimp, bone broth, bone marrow, like roasted, very good, yummy. And, I tried some organs and stuff like that, like chicken hearts, but they're not really my thing too much. So I just stick with what I like. And of course I'll eat like venison, different game and stuff like that. Turkey, rabbit. I've eaten rabbit before. I'd do it again. But anyhow, but just, some of the common things that we stick to, but basically very basic, all whole foods, like a chicken, a piece of steak cooked in butter, for example. And very, very low amounts of vegetables. To be honest, I basically don't eat vegetables anymore, except like I'll eat a potato sometimes. I do keep carbohydrates in my diet, like a sweet potato, for example, a banana, for example, rice, for example, just because I believe with my biological makeup, my blood type, so on and so forth, where I originated on Earth, I had access to grains, land animals, and things from the sea. So I try to stick with things of my diet that would be what would be native to my ancestors. I am African and European roots, Irish, English. But the improvements, okay, so I'm going on 40 years old. I have zero health problems. There's no medication that I take on a daily basis. I don't even take medication, to be honest, overall. Zero high cholesterol. Everything in my body's perfectly fine. I'm 5'4", and my weight, fluctuates. I'm a woman, so my weight does fluctuate, and depending on everything, I'm usually anywhere from a 120, that's the very slim side of me, up to 130-ish. And I eat like it's my full-time job. If you're around me, I will out-eat you, and it's easy, to do, especially when you're on the carnivore diet, because you can eat as much as you want, because everything is high in protein. It's high in the right types of fats. And those stomach issues also completely gone. My stomach is flat. All the time. So it's done everything. I have no skin issues. My skin looks great. And also with drinking bone broth, for example, that's high in collagen.